And we're back to learning JavaScript. Let me show a couple of more methods to use on sets. In principle, we can use almost all object methods as sets are objects. We have our example here again, and just as a reminder, if I print our letter set out, it's simply going to display that it is an object set to be specific. And if I use, for example, the values method, it tells us that it has created an object set iterator. And this usually indicates that we can use an object method on this set. But what has this values method done? Well, we have to create a for loop for that. Let me store that in a variable called myIterator. I use the for loop. When I have an output, I have to declare that before I use it. Another condition for the loop, I'll define a counter. It's going to go through the elements, or let me call that entries in this case, one by one, and this should be stored in our output. And we obviously have to do this now for our iterator, so I use of myIterator. Finally, we print out the output. And here's the result. So our values method has simply found all of the values in our set, and then we've put that into the output. So this is in principle the same that it does on a regular object. And this is kind of like the common rule. Whatever a method does to an object, it also does to an object set. There are only slight differences. I've used the has method, for example, in the last tutorial. And let me also show you the entries method here, which gives us a slightly different result. Let me add a BR tag. And you can see we get all of our values, but 2 times. And why is that? It's because the entries method, it searches for key value pairs. So usually in an object you have a key and a value, or a property and a value, and this would be displayed. But sets don't have that. So it's simply going to double the values. And this is one of the behaviors of a set that makes it easily usable for maps. I'm going to talk about maps in my JavaScript playlist later on. For now, the takeaway is that most methods just work on sets like they do on regular objects, and there are only slight differences here and there, for example here with the entries method. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.